Hey everyone, my name is Alex Powell. I'm an insurance broker here in San Antonio. In this video, I'll be covering some of the key features of the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act, also called Obamacare, has enabled many people who before didn't have any coverage to now get healthcare coverage. Here I'm going to be talking about those key features and how they help. The first feature that I want to talk about, and this is something you've probably already seen, is the creation of the marketplace, also called the exchange. Here in Texas, we use the federal marketplace, where you can see it at www.healthcare.gov. The second feature that I want to cover here is that healthcare coverage is guaranteed and it's required. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that you cannot be refused healthcare coverage because of a pre-existing condition. That's huge. The second thing is that there are no more lifetime limit maximums that an insurance company can cap your benefits at. So if you're still requiring services, they cannot cap the lifetime benefits that you can receive. The next thing that it's done is that it's a required coverage now. So if you're not covered through work or through the military, you have to have coverage or you may be subject to a penalty. There are a few exceptions to that though. The next feature that I want to cover are the essential minimum benefits. What that means is that any plan that you select on the exchange is going to be consistent in that it at least contains these essential minimum benefits. And these are going to include things like emergency service, hospitalization, maternity and newborn care, just to name a few. Another very important feature that I want to cover with you is about preventative services. Any plan that you select on the exchange is going to, because of the law, allow you to see a doctor for free at least once a year. And you can go to see the doctor for a colonoscopy, a mammogram, pap smear, just a wellness checkup, or even get your immunizations like flu shots at no cost to you. Another feature is that children up to age 26 can remain on their parents' policies. So while they're still getting things figured out, they don't have to go out and get their own plan. Finally, the feature that perhaps has the most people excited and has benefited the most people is what are called subsidies. So subsidies are where the federal government will actually help pay for your health insurance. So for example, let's say you have a healthcare plan that has a total cost of $500 per month. You may qualify for a subsidy that pays $400 per month of that total cost. That means that you only pay $100 a month. I think this feature, more than any of the other features, has benefited people because now it's made healthcare plans that were previously unaffordable, affordable. The Affordable Care Act created the healthcare marketplace, also called the exchange. So you'll often see plans that are available through the marketplace or through the exchange called on-exchange plans. And there are 4 different levels of plans that are available, and they're categorized by different metals. So you have the bronze level plans, you have silver level, gold level, and finally platinum level. I'm going to talk about each one. Starting off with the bronze level plans, these are the lowest premium plans. So they cover approximately 60% of the cost. So this is usually the most appropriate plan for someone who's not going to go see the doctor very much, not going to go to the hospital, and that way they're saving money by not spending as much each month. And if they do have to go to the hospital, they can use some of those savings to help cover the costs. Next, we have the silver level plans. These plans cover approximately 70% of the expected costs. And something to keep in mind here with these, they're the only plans out of all the 4 levels that are eligible for what's called cost-sharing assistance. Cost-sharing assistance is where, based on your family income and based on your household size, you may actually qualify for getting a lower deductible on your plan. So a plan that would normally, for example, have a $5,000 deductible may only have a $1,000 deductible. That means that you're not going to have as much out-of-pocket expense during a year with that plan. And because of that, silver plans are typically the most appropriate plans, although in not every situation. Next, we have the gold level plans. Gold level plans cover approximately 80% of the costs, and because of that, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, have better coverage overall, and limit your out-of-pocket expense. Finally, we have the platinum level plans. Out of all the 4 plans that are out there, these are going to cover the most out-of-pocket expense. So they're going to cover 90% of the expected costs. Because of the better coverage, they also tend to cost more. So these plans are typically more appropriate, both the gold and the platinum level plans are typically more appropriate for someone who's going to have to go to the hospital anyway or go to the doctor frequently. And rather than have all that out-of-pocket expense, let the plan cover most of it. Normally, you can enroll for a health insurance plan during open enrollment, which is a period of time that lasts from November 1st through January 1st of each year. However, if you have a qualifying event, you may be eligible for a special enrollment period that allows you to buy a plan even outside of open enrollment. The first of these is citizenship. If you become a U.S. citizen, you're eligible to apply for health insurance even if it's outside of open enrollment. Next, marital status. If you change marital status, get married, or get divorced, that's going to open up that special enrollment period, a 60-day window when you can apply for new coverage. Also, if you relocate. If you have a permanent relocation to an address in an area that offers different health insurance options, you'll be eligible for that special enrollment period. If you have a baby, birth of a child, or if you adopt a child, you're eligible to apply for a plan even if it's outside of open enrollment. And finally, if you lose coverage, and this is the broadest category here, if you lose health coverage due to losing a job or you get a new job, or your COBRA expires, if you age off your parents' plan, if you're losing eligibility for Medicaid or for CHIP, or for anything similar to this, you'll be eligible for that special enrollment period, and therefore you can apply for a plan even outside of open enrollment. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. My telephone number is area code 210-446-8638, or if you want to send me an email, you can send that to alex.powell@healthmarkets.com. Thank you again for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.